Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Godly Giggles with Steve and Mo, where we show you that you can serve Jesus and still have a fun-filled life. So today, we are going to talk to you all about how to prioritize God in 2025 by setting small goals. So we are going to just jump right into that today. We're going to start with talking about how we have tried to do that. We kind of talked about it last week, and then the week before that we talked about how we're planning to do that. So today we're just going to talk about how we've done it so far. So Steve?
Yes. So one of the ways that you guys are able to follow along with us is we've been reading through the book of Proverbs, and we just randomly chose that because I text Molly and I was like, hey, is there a book with 31 days in it? She's like, yeah, Proverbs. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. One a day. You do odd and I do even, because it was the odd day when I asked her about it.
Yeah.
And I was in the car driving home from Florida. And so we jumped on that, went with it, and it's been so good. And it's I text Molly every odd day and I'm like, hey, don't forget to do your reading. And
she's always up 3 hours before me.
Yes, so I text her early to tell her to do that. And so that's one of the ways that we've been doing it, and it's going so great, I think. Do you feel like it's going good?
Yeah, I do.
Are you remembering, or do you read my text and you're like, oh yeah, I need to do that?
No, I do remember. I try to make myself look a little awake first so I don't look like I literally rolled out of bed. I put a hat on today because my hair was braided from yesterday and it was rough.
You didn't wash it?
No. Girl, please. It was so poofy though. It was just
it just went out.
Yes,
Wait, why was it braided? Why was it braided?
Because I just braided it the day before because I needed something to do with my hair.
And then you went in that cold thing with braids.
No, it didn't get wet. My head didn't go in it.
Oh, you didn't go under. I thought you went under. Never mind.
No.
I get this random video of Molly jumping into a trash can with cold water.
It was 32-degree water, y'all. It was so cold.
It was colder than that?
Mm-mm.
No?
Dude,
Okay.
but you don't understand how cold that was.
I could. You were like...
Because I've done them before when Lila has done them, and hers are normally at 50, 55, and that's cold. Because, you think of, a swimming pool, that's, 70, 80 degrees.
Yeah, and, a spring in Florida is 72 degrees, and that water's cold.
Mm-hmm.
You were, could have died.
Yeah.
I did ask her this morning, did you die? Because she'd never responded to me until, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because I was really concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't, because she's here filming a podcast with me now. She's alive. Now her blood is flowing real good through her fingers and her toes and her brain.
I had to sit on the floor because if I went straight from the really cold water to a hot shower, it would have been really awful.
So I had to needle stabbing you.
Mm-hmm. So I had to sit in my floor in my cold, sopping wet clothes and then my robe that I put on.
Concrete floors too.
Yeah. Well, I sat in my carpet right on the edge of my door.
Oh, I thought you had concrete all throughout your house.
No, in the bedrooms we have carpet.
Oh, that's cool. I probably knew that from a photo that you sent me. But that's okay. But I love your concrete floors. So they would have been really cool too.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry. That was a side note. I just got this video of her getting into a trash can of cold water. What are we?
Proverbs.
Yeah, it's going good for you?
Yep.
Okay, yes. You said sorry.
It's okay.
You said that you were doing good on reading it and remembering, and then obviously
you text me every time.
I text, yes. Okay, it's all coming back. Sorry, we have we had snow yesterday, and so we have snow brains.
Yeah.
No, they're frozen.
I only had to go to school 2 times this week because of Passion and the snow.
And how was Passion?
Passion was so awesome, y'all. It was so great. It was so awesome.
Would you go again?
Yes.
Are you going?
Avery already bought her ticket, and I'm buying mine when my mom gets home today for Texas. It's in Texas,
she's
y'all.
On it.
So me and Avery are driving to Texas, and Stevie's gonna come too, hopefully, probably, and she's gonna come too. No, we're gonna drive.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we go to Kalahari?
Sure. I don't know what that is.
It's an indoor water park that's so awesome. It's in Texas.
Yeah.
It is so cool. It's like Kilimanjaro National Park. So it's African themed.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so we should go there.
Yes, we were going to go a day early and a day late to go visit places. Avery wants to go to a rodeo so she can because you're in Texas, so she wants to go to somewhere
the stockyards or something in Dallas or not Dallas.
Well, it's right in between Fort Worth and Dallas.
Oh.
It's Arlington in the middle. So it's like,
that is, but yeah.
because isn't Fort Worth where the airport is? Or is there one in Dallas and Fort Worth?
There's Dallas and Fort Worth are the same.
Are you sure?
Same airport.
Oh, okay. Because it's like on the map, it's like Dallas, which is so big, and then Arlington, which is tiny, and then Fort Worth. It's like all right there in a line. And they're only, like, Fort Worth is only 20 minutes from Arlington, like from the airport.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not that far.
Yeah, it's not a bad drive. It's like 14 hours. We can do that.
It's only 12.
And if you ride with me, we don't stop.
Yeah.
We're going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
Unless there's a Buc-ee's on the way, I'll make you stop once.
Just once. Because Josh, oh my Linda.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He likes gas stations that are cool. So they stop a lot.
Oh my gosh. Is he going to stop on everyone on the way to youth camp?
Probably. There's like 2 or 3.
Gosh.
Oh, you shouldn't have picked that far away.
Gonna have to talk to him. I feel like we've got somewhere to be.
We need to go.
We are.
He loves gas stations. So like they went to Camp Barnabas in Missouri, and it took 2 days do y'all see this? 2 days, because my husband stopped at the Pyramid in Memphis to go to the Bass Pro Shop, and then he stopped at like 17 gas stations on the way.
Yeah. Well, the Pyramid was our idea. Because people knew where it was, like knew that it was a thing.
It looks cool there too, though. So there's that.
We got to see like the Memphis Bridge thing, and
the view was pretty cool when y'all went up to the top of it. So
it was so scary because it was raining.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, anyways, we're going this year. It's a special needs camp, so that parents can have a respite, a week off of being a caregiver and go do a cool trip that they want to do, or just go home and sleep for a week, whatever they choose. They get to do it, and then we go and volunteer and take care of special needs kids for a whole week, and it's so awesome. Like they absolutely loved it, but I'm a chaperone this time, and we are flying. So
so excited.
There's that.
Every time you're never in there whenever Josh says it, because every time he'll be like, yeah, like sign up for Barnabas. Like I'm not going this year because like having to take on new pastor stuff, and but Stevie's going, and every time I scream, and he's like, well, that makes me feel real good, Molly.
Well, I'm scared like no one's gonna sign up because I am going.
Everybody, like almost all the boys' spots are signed up.
I saw that.
Who's the other girl, Kaylin?
She went last year and she wanted to go this year. So
because on the sheet it said leader, and then it says Stevie Carpenter, and then the other one said leader and then a girl. Which is weird because normally it was like a girl and a boy last year.
Yeah, so I don't know why. I don't know. We'll have to ask about that one.
Yeah.
Just because I was curious too, because I saw that. I guess probably not to have another guy with me. You know what I mean? And like another male leader.
Like it'd be weird too.
Yeah.
Or like
I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know.
I just didn't know what you meant by saying
that. I mean, I thought it would be weird, but I don't know.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you'd be in charge for sure. Cause
yeah, we'd be clashing too much. Like, you gotta go. I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
I fly weekly. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. Hey, we made it to the airport to Disney. That's all that matters. And on time. So, anyways, back to our.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry,
so, what have you done so far to like the goals that you set for yourself at the end of December? Like, what are some things that you've already done?
Probably nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
You've already told me some stuff you did.
Did I? What? Because I forgot.
Like classes.
Oh, yes. I did order the book, at least. On being, like, a good listener in counseling. I can't remember the name of it.
It was counseling or something like that.
Yes, and it was, like, just being, like, how to be listening and focused, but it wasn't like that. I can't remember the name of it. I haven't got it yet, because we had a snowstorm, so Amazon's running behind. So I was going to read that first, and then I looked at, it's like ADBC, or it's like 4 initials for the counseling certificate to be like in the biblical counseling. So I've looked at that, but I've just looked. I haven't done any classes. It's been a little crazy since the new year. I know we're on day 11, and it's just been
every 11 days.
It's been a little nuts. So I'm gonna get on it. I still have it's still like. But I mean, 11 days.
You've researched. It's not like you just totally.
And I bought a book.
The back of your,
I've been doing my daily reading.
Yes.
First thing in the morning, because that's what I wanted.
Yes.
Was to do that. So I have done that.
Because you wouldn't have any other time in the day to do it if you didn't do it in the morning.
Unless did it before I went to bed, but that really wasn't the goal. It was when I wake up in the morning. Right. So I've made that happen. Yeah, I think that's, I don't know.
Your other one was travel more, but there's not really enough time there hasn't been enough time to do that.
Nope.
We went to Florida.
But
that's like,
I did go to Florida, but that's my other home. Home away from home. I'm looking for something to do February break. If anybody has any cool ideas, maybe you could comment.
I saw your flights, the little thing hooked up.
Yeah. I'm always looking at flights. That's my hobby. That's what I do on the side.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah. What was our next thing though?
This?
Yeah. That we were going with. Can I see this?
Yeah, just take it.
Okay, I couldn't remember what that word was. So I feel like that's been the ways that I've tried to prioritize, but also like being here at church. I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. One of my goals is to be at church on time, preferably early.
That's a great goal.
I almost missed you guys singing.
But you've done a lot better recently. Like you really have. Normally, like at the beginning of the school year and like struggling. Ever before then, you would always come out on like the second or third song. But like October,
I made it right after your prayer on Sunday.
Yeah, but like in October and stuff, like y'all have done so well of like getting here like before Sunday school. Because we've had to film,
so that makes
or to like do nursery, or like So like you've done good.
I have.
Yeah.
I just was hoping to be here like on time this past Sunday when they led worship, and I missed your opening prayer, and Pastor Reed said it was really good because you hit the spot.
He said that so many times. He was like, I just knew from the opening prayer that was it. I was like, okay. Great.
Okay, so she prayed good. Just kidding. No, it was great. I just missed it and I felt really bad. What about you? Are you reading anything other than Proverbs?
Yes, I'm reading James because me and Avery are doing a Bible study on James, and we're just going through like one chapter a week and like reading it. And
did you just start it?
Like
January or no? Y'all started it a while back?
We started it at the beginning of December, but you took so much Christmas stuff we were never able to get together. Yeah. So, we just did James chapter 1 last week, and we were gonna do James 2 yesterday, but it was snowing, so we're doing it on Monday.
Okay.
So like we're still getting it in like for this week. Really.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that's been so good because I have so much time to read it. I feel like I've done so much better at finding other things to do than not being on like my phone, which I have. That was one of my goals is to like stay off Instagram, and which I've done good. I mean, and some of it was not necessarily, it was mainly just Instagram because there's other stuff like I have to do on my phone, like school. Like, is it still a screen like my computer? Right. And yesterday, I worked on school for like hours, like all day, just working on school. Which I was very proud of myself that I actually did that and got it done. But, and then at the same time.
Wait, did you start new classes?
Okay. For college, yeah. They started on Wednesday. But while I do that, like, my brain cannot, like, it's almost like I have to be doing more than one thing at one time or I'll get bored. It's like whenever I watch TV, I have to be, like, texting someone or talking to Lila because I can't just sit there. And so while I was doing school and, like,
do you even know what the show is about or the movie? Okay.
Yeah. But then, like, while I was doing quizzes and, like, watching these videos and stuff, like, I would have this little, like, I'd watching a movie and it was just there on my phone I was watching. So, like, I was really listening to it while I was taking this stuff.
Do you like audiobooks?
No.
Oh, okay. Really. I sort of thought you would have with it.
No, I used to. I mean, I go in, like, swings of, like, when I, like, listen to them. But I would rather listen to a podcast than an audiobook because I like reading books, like, in my hands.
Yes.
Much better. Yeah. And so I've already read 2 books this year, which is great.
That she goes to the library to pick up. Like, I saw it had, like, the little library sticker on it. It was legit. Like, she actually went and found her one.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Pause. Sorry. I'm going to move this and then cut this out so I'll know that that we stopped. So it needs to be on here.
Okay.
But you don't have to, like, write it. Yeah, I'll remember.
Oh God, I like an implement this thing. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so you've been doing your reading, you've been like less screen time.
And I've also for the past couple months that we've done Bible studies like with Avery and Corianne, I've done horribly at reading them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's okay.
so, but because I would honestly just forget about it because I would like leave the book in my bag or something. And so I would forget, which is terrible. But I've done so much better at it because it wasn't like, I think the last one we had to do, it was like you had to watch like a 40-minute video and then like read a whole bunch of scripture and answer these questions, which is good.
Yeah.
But it also wasn't like practically fitting into my life at the time.
Because you didn't get to watch the video before you went to Bible study.
Yeah. And so that was difficult. But now this is so much easier because it's like I have a week to read. Like I read James 1 like every day. And I would read it. And then I would watch a podcast about it and then like read it again as they would go through
like a podcast that you found?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so good. It's called The Way podcast, and they're from the UK, and so they have really cool accents, and they are so good. They do like different Bible studies, and like they just and they're like teenagers, and they just happen to be and they just happen to be talking about James because like they do like a week, and so it was like week 1 was James 1, week 2 was James 2. So like I listened to James 1, then James 2, and then I've been listening to like the Bible Project about James because those are great because they're really fast and gives you so much like history about it, which has been really great. So I really
good information, guys. The Bible Project and The Way, 2 podcasts about Book of James. If you're wanting to kind of follow along with that,
I would just go on YouTube. That's what I did, and just looked like James 1 sermon or whatever, and it popped up a bunch of sermons of like old guys. But then it got to like people like my age who were talking about it. Which I mean, I like listening to older guys talk about it, but I just thought it would be more practical to listen to like a teenager talk about how to do that.
They're gonna apply it to...
And I just took like so many notes on it. It was so great.
That's awesome.
And cool. I've also done, which wasn't really one of my goals, but I just did it after Passion, so I just started like on Wednesday, of listening to all Christian music, like at least for a week. And I would normally on Sunday, I've had like such a great habit of on Sunday before church, I have like a day list on Spotify that automatically like AI does it. And every Sunday morning it's Christian music. And so I'll just turn that on every Sunday. So like I don't listen to any secular music on Sunday mornings before church. Because I'm like, it's church.
Yes,
like, I can listen to Christian music while I'm getting ready. And so I'll always have that playing up until church. And then like after church, like Sunday, it's just like my Christian music day. But now I've done it every day. And I've just found so many more songs. Like I was listening to a playlist on the way over here, and I don't even know like what I clicked on or where I found it, but it was such good music that wasn't
That's awesome.
And it was a lot of stuff that I haven't heard before. It wasn't like, your typical worship songs. It was just like, it almost sounded like pop music, but except it was Jesus-y.
That's awesome. Yeah, I found a couple people on Instagram that are from Australia. Really? That do worship music too.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, they like write their own songs about like real practical stuff about like how God changed their life and something, you know?
Have you ever heard of the Song House or the Song Room or something like that? It's this company, and it's like a room, and it's always have people in it, and it's where people come and like sing their testimonies. I'll have to show you afterward. It is like, cool. I cry every time I watch any one of them. I don't know.
Australia?
No. It's like somewhere here.
Go in there.
And it's like all these people come in and sing about like how God's changed your life, and they put it into a song because they can't like say it, so like they sing it, and they can sing so good. Like so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what happens if you can't sing good though?
They've all been good singers, so it didn't really matter. Okay, 2 other things really fast, then we can move to this, is I've wanted to, not really, but I'm moving to the beach in August, and so I've started working out today. And I hate working out.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I asked ChatGPT to make me a very fast and easy like workout to get like a flat stomach and a big butt.
Oh my god.
And so that's what I did today.
Did you do any squats?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
did
what I did.
Do a plank or anything like that? Okay.
Oh my gosh, yes.
All right, you're on the right path. A flat stomach and a big butt. I mean, okay, I also heard that if you eat a lot of carbs, it all goes to your booty.
Clearly it don't on me.
Do you eat a lot of carbs? Yeah, you eat a lot of bread, girl. A lot of bread.
It goes straight to your buns.
Yes, that's what I heard. I mean, I don't know if it does or not, but it's worth a shot. Get you a loaf of bread. He's so gross. Can you imagine?
Gross.
Just eating a whole loaf of bread over here. Okay, so she started working out.
Also, I have so if y'all don't know, I lead worship. I guess Lila would probably hate me for saying that, but like I sing on Wednesday nights at church, and I don't do anything else. I just sing, and so
she
like I don't play an instrument.
She plays the tambourine on her foot sometime, but that's
on my foot. No,
I gotta get her these little shoe ones, so it's like bang bang bang.
And so I want to learn how to play. Get ready. What do you think?
What? Banjo?
No. Oh. But Lila has a banjo. You know, Mr. Nathan taught me how to play the banjo.
The fiddler. The thing.
No,
what do you call this thing?
No. I want to learn how to play the electric guitar.
Oh.
Because Lila has one.
I need you to play something funky.
That is funky. We don't have an electric guitar on Sundays or Wednesdays.
I thought, what does Mr. Larry play?
The bass. That's what Lila plays. It's like the low, like doon 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 doon. Yeah.
I played the box. Yeah. Did you hear me that night? I did good.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to let me play though.
No, definitely not. No. So I want to do that, and I also want to learn how to play the piano, because like that's pretty simple.
I took piano lessons for 10 years. Did you know that?
Oh my gosh. I took piano lessons for like a year.
Oh, I took it for 10.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. No one's ever asked me to play.
Do you know how?
Yes.
No, actually?
Yes.
You remember how to play?
Yes. 10 years, girl.
That's
it better be like into my brain.
Then you should play on the Wednesdays when John David's not there.
No.
Why?
Because people be like, I play Beethoven, girl. Not no worship song.
You can just play chords. I know how to play chords. I taught myself how to play lots of stuff on the piano this summer when I was babysitting. I was bored.
You play and sing.
They would not let me.
I don't really remember.
Yeah.
You didn't believe me?
No, not really.
Can I tell you something else that's funny?
Yeah.
So I was talking to my other friend that's not you.
Uh-huh.
I was talking to her the other night, and I said,
it's not you.
I said, well, I have to go and write my new songs. She said, your new songs? And I said, yes, for KB. She said, who's KB? And so I wrote a whole song that I made up.
You actually wrote a song?
And I sent her KB at Passion, and I told her I only went to Passion on Monday night to hear him sing the song that I wrote. She believed me. Y'all, KB is like a Christian rapper. I did not write that song.
Very well known. Doesn't know Stevie. Oh my gosh. And
she's like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, I get $5,700 per song that I write for him. And I said, I need 3 more lines though. And because I sent her the whole song that I made up, and all the last words rhymed. And she was like, you're really good at rhyming. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I got that from like phonics or something back in kindergarten. And
you're really good at rhyming?
Yes. She believed me that I wrote this whole song for this Christian rapper. And it was so like, it wasn't his song though. No, it was made it up. Remind me to read it to you because it's awesome. It was so awesome. I can't read it on here because it's not appropriate. Because it's good. It's so good. So I wrote my first rap song.
Oh my god.
I think someone should buy it from me though.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, so I'm a Christian rapper, songwriter on the side. That's on the side that doesn't play the piano, but I did take it for 10 years. That's
awesome.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
That's sad.
That was great.
Remind me to share my song with you.
Okay, well.
That I wrote. Okay. Maybe we'll share it with you guys too if she thinks it's appropriate. It's not a bad song. It's just it's a rap song.
You want to click the stop button?
Yes.
Bye. In small, just easy ways.
Every day.
Yeah. Not like something big, like read the whole Bible in one night, but just practical, small ways that you can do that.
Yes.
Okay.
So, first one.
Yeah.
It's read your Bible.
Yes.
You can do that. Second is like listening to.
How can you read your Bible? Like, you can set a small goal, like read, like kind of like what we're doing with Proverbs, like read just a chapter a day. Because chapters in the Bible, except maybe Psalms, are like not that long. They're only like 30 verses. I mean, it only takes us like 5 minutes to read.
There's a few that are like 90 verses.
Yeah, don't read. Okay. I mean, you can read it, just not in one day. Psalms 119. That's the long one.
Is it?
Yeah, it has 176 verses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that one's going to take you a few days if you read that one, but everything else should be a little shorter.
Yes, Proverbs is good though. Like,
yeah, Proverbs is good. It's very wisdom and filled. Or you could read like the Gospels. Those are really good.
That's Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Or you could do like the God Eats Popcorn, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians. Those are really good.
We learned that in the children's church.
Or you could read like the Old Testament, like Samuel, and like about the Bible stories if you've never heard those before. Because like Samuel has a lot. 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, Genesis, Exodus, all about
beginning
Moses
of time.
And Abraham.
If you want to know the end of time, you read Revelation.
That's right.
Yep. Beginning and end. You can always do the bookends. You can always do those.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a minute to get through Revelation. So maybe save that after you read the whole Bible.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Y'all read it whenever you want to. It's great. It's all good stuff.
So that's good. And then next would be Christian music.
Making that just your everyday. It's just what I listen to. Get in my car and it's like J93.3, or I plug in my phone and it's like Josiah Queen, like stuff that's close to him. You know, like it's anything pops up. A lot of it is like Joe Nestor. Is that his name?
What? Who is that?
He sings those cool Christian songs that Abel likes. No. I hope it's not the guy from the Spider-Man movie. And I just said his name.
Never heard of that.
Okay, never mind. Scratch that. Let me double check the name. Yeah, he sings Yahweh. Let me just tell you really fast, because you haven't heard Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh.
Oh gosh, no, I've not heard that.
Hold on, let me let you guys.
Every time I look at this, I think it's rice. Like, doesn't it look like rice?
I've never seen blue rice. Yeah, he sings. Y'all want to hear? Let me let you hear really fast.
Wait, no, because it's like copyright, so like we could get sued.
Oh, okay. It's Joe Nestor. Just listen to him.
Let me see.
Yahweh.
What's it look like? I've never seen that before.
Oh, when we get done, I'll let you hear that song too.
Okay.
Along with my other song. I had 3 more lines to go with the other one. Yes, okay. Yeah, so that's like a different type of...
For sure.
Are we still on for church tomorrow? Yes, so we are still on for church.
Yes.
Girl, we're going to have church. Rain, shine, snow, sleet, tornado, hurricane, tsunami, volcano action,
avalanche. We'll be
got it. We're going to have church. Come to church. Come to church Joy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or no, Wednesday. Whenever. Just come to church of Joy.
Yeah. Yeah, so Christian music is so important. Yeah.
So I gave you 2 people, like 2 artists already you could listen to that are so awesome. Yeah. All right, friends. Surrounding yourself with like good, amazing people.
That is so important. So important. I've seen that like in my life. Yes. No, like I've seen that in my life and like people around me. Like it is so important to have Christian friends because if you don't, like if they're not Christian, then they're gonna tear, like they could be good people, but they're not Christian, so they're not gonna push you forward in your relationship with Jesus, and they're just gonna like hold you back from like what you could be. And you know, it can be hard to find like actual good Christian friends, but one place to start is like our next one, which is like getting plugged into a good church and a youth group or a young adults group, or depending on where you are.
Or I'm 35, just getting into church in general. They don't really have great for 35-year-olds.
Yeah, that makes it seem like you've never gone to church.
Oh, I've gone to church my whole life. And
you just said like you're 35. And
well, you said like a young adult. I'm like, well, I'm 35, so I'm like way older than you. Like, what would a 35-year-old do if I was like, hey, I want to start going to church tomorrow?
You'd go to big church on Sunday mornings.
Yes.
Or like at our church, you'd have Mr. Spencer's Sunday school class. If you're a mom,
we have
then you go to moms.
groups, and then you can like make those connections of like people that are like-minded, because at least they're already at church, so hopefully they're doing the same thing you are and like seeking to
maybe not all of them, but there's definitely like those leaders, like the people who are leading the classes.
Just because they're at church does not mean anything. So we're glad you're here. We're glad that you're coming, but you're also here to grow and to learn more. So but yes, having like good friends is so important, because like I can talk to you about godly stuff like all the time. Yes. Where sometimes it's a little like do I say it? Do I not say it? If I'm talking to someone who's
like
not
awkward, like to say it. But it's like with you and Avery, like I can just like today I needed like some wisdom and some help, and so I just called Avery. Like, hey, do you have a second? And we called and we talked about it. And then a few weeks ago we were both sick, and like she called me and prayed for me, and then I called her and she prayed for her.
So like it's like having a good godly friend.
Yes, and it's like, just like awesome. It's not weird. Like it's like, oh, like is it weird to ask? No, like she would do it in a heartbeat. I would do it in a heartbeat. I'm like, I'm gonna call and pray for you right now, because. And like that's
what we do.
Yes.
Like we do that for each other.
Yes.
And so that leads to one of them too, is just praying. Like getting like that's how we communicate with the fathers, is in prayer. And it can be like constantly praying all day. And that's not like bowing your head, closing your eyes, folding your hands together on your knees. It doesn't have to be like that. It can just be like
in your car, when you're walking.
Yes. Or you just be like talking, like, God, just help me get through this today.
Yes.
Help me get through today. Help me get through this moment.
It's just it's just like a conversation. Yes.
Think alike. Okay. Sorry, we missed. That's okay. This is why we're friends.
Yeah.
So like there's just this, your prayer life has to be so there and just open all day long, and like just the constant conversation, just like you and I have, except for it's directly to the Father. Like
yeah,
it's so awesome. So I'm glad that y'all are like, you pray together and you pray for each other.
Yeah,
that's awesome. As well, but being in church is one of those things that's going to help you in all of those areas, because you're going to be challenged to read your Bible. You're gonna hear worship on Sunday mornings, Wednesday nights.
It's the constant reminder.
You're gonna be in prayer several times during a church service, and you're gonna be surrounded by people who are like-minded and want to be at church too. So those are like the 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways. 5 ways that you can get plugged in immediately, and let it grow from there. Like, but you got to start somewhere, and you got to come to church first. You got to, you know.
Yep.
I'd be bored without church.
Me too. I'm like here all the time.
You are. I think you might.
I live here on Sundays. And I'm here a lot on Wednesdays too.
Helping in that kitchen, cooking.
Yeah.
Abe has blood on Wednesday, so I'm gonna leave you my dessert for you to cut out. Okay.
You know what you're getting?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Monday night, because Tuesday night I got a small group, so I'm gonna drop it off Monday night. Okay. Because I'm gonna.
If you don't
give them dessert,
I think I have to babysit, so I could come pick it up if you need me to on Wednesday.
Maybe, but I'll be in Atlanta bright and early at the Aflac Cancer and Blood Disorder Center with the duck Aflac. All right, I think that's all we got for today.
That is.
Okay, close us out, Mo.
Thank you guys so much for listening to Godly Giggles with us. We had so much fun today, just full of laughs and giggles. Hopefully you got something great that you can just like start small in your relationship with Jesus, or if you've been in a relationship for a while with Jesus and you just need like to have a fresh start. These are some practical ways to start. And make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Spotify. And we're working on getting on Apple Music and Amazon Music. So if you have that, we're coming soon. But thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!